withstands him. Diaz now putting together his punches.
Against Gary Russell, there the beautiful uppercut.
Two different angles.
And then we'll see him rip the body, stab, as we pointed out, to do other things, to create opportunities.
Reacting, yet he's trying to still get the timing of Russell.
Fighting out of South El Monte, California, with a record of 26 wins, no losses, Diaz Jr. Presenting his home of Capitol Heights, Maryland. 28 wins, 1 loss. Introducing Russell Jr.
Them heads used in the wrong way. Touch these gloves up. Let's go.
The bell and round.
One thing I'm noticing right away, Russell coming out on the front foot and he's trying to...
Double jab by Russell, body with the jab. And speed on display early.
Put jab, you know, it was really piston-like speed jab from that south.
Yeah, that is a little bit surprising. And you see him using the jab.
See how this starts to evolve here. Interesting in the beginning.
Piston-like double pump jab for Russell.
Russell, and they loved his body work. And
the jab, Al, and how effective it's been in this.
He's had knockouts of it. I remember him drilling Patrick Hyland with that.
Diaz wants to go to the body. They watched the fight and
split Diaz guard with that lightning quick jab, and that has been.
Maybe he should start parrying it instead of just keeping his gloves up.
It is. Now Diaz is starting to cut the distance a little, which is important.
Round 2 activity, and he looks very sharp tonight. Speed beginning to be devil. Diaz slips a jab through the guard.
Diaz has to do a great job.
He's found some success with his left and with the body.
He can't fight on the inside, but this is the geography he wants.
And Russell,
the option to throw those.
There's Russell coming forward. And again, a left.
Reacting, yet he's trying to still get the timing of Russell.
Taste of defeat against Russell last week began off a 13-month layoff, but looked very sharp despite the stanza. Diaz now putting together his punches. Admirable.
Yeah.
Tell you what, though, he just missed it.
Diaz is countering the right hook of Russell.
Again, the rest of the fight. Because that one punch himself out and allow Diaz to get back in.
This is important to slot him to get some work to the body.
They're early, as anticipated.
This is the geography.
Double left hand scores for Diaz. He goes for Russell. Right body shot by Diaz. Another shot shy to the body and a beautiful right hook upstairs by Diaz. To the liver by Joseph Diaz Jr. And he lands on the remaining. Plenty of action. Taylor made your satisfying second round is in the book.
Not everything landing, but keeping Jojo Diaz on his Diaz, who cut the distance. Now, interestingly, he used the jab.
See about that yesterday. The fight, he used his left hand a lot of different ways.
He has thrown more. Diaz landing at a very...
Russell counter left over the top by Diaz. This is here at MGM National Harbor. Gary Russell Jr. and again riding a 3-fight winning streak. All Jack and Adonis Stevenson known for their power. They're coming up in.
I think when he's on the jab, he controls Diaz's output and controls Diaz's output.
Like the last one, very good for Russell early. Let's see if Diaz can come back off either. He's thrown some nice combinations here in round.
6-pound belt against the undefeated mandatory challenger.
This time he's being more choosy and picking his spots well here.
Looping left hands by the distance was in 2000. Left uppercut on the inside lands for
picking his spots a little better. I think last round he tried to come out and try to assault Diaz.
Nice left hand by Diaz and another
Russell's head there goes.
This routine.
Exchange of body shots.
You can feel those body shots that
Diaz willing to put his mandatory status on the
output.
Upstairs, Gary Russell is a very good body puncher who's kind of kept it up.
This is round 4, scheduled for 12 for Gary Russell Jr.
Although I did fight Lomachenko where he had taken the one to jab and just pick the spots. If you try to make it a muscle fight, you're giving Diaz what Russell's taking that approach early this round.
Look at the volume of punching. And that is what
Lomachenko used. Fight back in 2009.
And that was difficult for him, but beyond that, nothing.
I don't think Diaz is the kind of guy you're going to break his will. So
Together punches out.
Yep.
You said he's got to turn up that volume, American, and he is definitely living up to that.
Not that as we get later to it, but he finishes fights very strong.
At the age of 11 was always the small guy, said he was picked on and bullied. Hurting Diaz. Diaz goes to the body with the right footwork. And using angles. Right hand by Russell.
he's getting him in there, too. They're trying to get between the gloves. The second half of the fight.
Russell trying to keep Diaz at bay with that jab.
I like how he just cut off Russell there. That's going to be something he's probably going to have to do. Look at this, he's ripping the body right away. You can tell that.
Oh, beautiful. Russell targeting the jaw of Diaz.
He's trying to set you up, but he's trying to set you up to throw from the outside. You got to get close.
Round may have given Russell the round. He really finished strongly.
Jojo Diaz going cross-country for his first opportunity.
You have a little bit.
And that's where the Russell jab becomes key.
I hope Chevalier doesn't take away the
Speed. We're always talking about the speed of Russell, and there it is right there. But Diaz
Styles, he considers himself a boxer puncher. Diaz again.
Diaz might be stealing because he's landing some nice shots.
Yeah, this is champ.
In the last minute of the last round, according to show stats,
He's worrying about the Russell jab. Yeah. On the left hand.
Diaz putting the
timing the jab and getting over it with the left.
Big shot, Paulie, right?
Yeah, you can't.
And his speed.
See Russell picking out his tongue to Diaz.
Speed and utilize different technique.
Russell stopped. Good body shots. Combination at the end of the last round to maybe take. Oh, another combination. The body shots.
Load up on your shots, man. Don't help him. You got to be sick.
Stat, Diaz has landed 44 body punches.
He owns a victory over another 126-pound champ.
Where it gets tricky for Russell as this fight wears on. We'll see.
His body shots.
This is round number 6. Both body with his right hand.
Pretty
double
early.
jab. Beautiful combination. Diaz with the edge in terms of buzzsaw speed.
And some of the change of angles. When Russell gives his change of angles, he's not stationary. Guys can't. If a guy's walking you down and not throwing punches until he gets to the pocket like Diaz.
Russell leans downstairs to the jaw for Diaz. Double jab overhand left. And
Wins the first minute more often than not, and then Diaz comes back.
Russell using conserving measures now. Here.
and a double right.
It is out. He's throwing too many combinations.
And he does it again there. But Diaz walking down the champion, but Russell
Like this.
Diaz championship affair at MGM National Harbor.
Keep putting that pressure and get in there right away. Is what it is that you're getting close to him. You're letting him close. You need to be in my corner. If we ain't getting
So at the midpoint of a terrific battle for the flesh.
I did not know that. I didn't know that.
Flashy fighters here.
But still, there have been dramatic shifts in almost every round.
Fights and rivalries throughout the years in the featherweight division.
Balance, how do you equate those two things?
And by the way, content to fight off his back foot with that stout jab comes off the ropes and just leaning into Diaz and wrestling him away. Bodies had hand issues in the past. By the way, his dad wishes a good.
Diaz's work downstairs, that's the challenge for the judges. How do you balance?
Punches in this round to 12 by Diaz.
Diaz did a big job. No how to throw it.
Or you have to double with it or cover something behind. It's effective, but he just hasn't been able to get off as much as he wanted.
And Russell started to not let him get the free entrance every time.
Doing a good job of cutting off the ring, but it's Russell that is pumping.
Maybe start feinting a little bit. Using his jab for sure, but also
Gary Russell Jr.
Can he maintain that through this
Beautiful right off
jab. Varying the jab, and then he came around with a big shot. That's
technician, that's for sure. You look at the record fights, Russell has averaged 69 punches per round. Tonight he's at
minute of the 8th round, and Russell attacking the body.
They're now considered one of perhaps the best in boxing.
the way he stopped being a still target for Diaz.
But we'll see if he can do that here tonight.
This is Jojo Diaz.
He's coming forward. He's showing he still wants it. He's got to be a
Diaz clicks Russell with the left hand.
setting you up.
And there's Diaz walking in with the jab, and look how much
Taking place today, earlier in the United Kingdom, Warrington, Via split decision, most of us thought. National Harbor just outside of Washington, D.C. Coming up next.
Back to center ring. Now that gives Russell a chance to get more options to move.
To make Allen able to get back into this fight. Whoa, the one more against Jack, our Jim Gray is in.
Changes levels, change the look.
Beautiful double jab.
Being busy, look for a little while there, like the pressure.
Go heavy and then sometimes just go with speed. And he's very
Fighting at this distance.
he's got a jab.
Russell has been, this has been a very consistent performance.
Here, up here, straight, okay?
Starting with a lead left and then coming with the jab.
Russell jab. The punches, the combinations, the movement.
Defenses inside the distance. He has not recorded a knockout.
Which is chronically shows that only 34 tonight.
Really needs to show an uptick in offense. Diaz on cue volley. And now
Barry with some feints, make Russell react a little bit.
he's dictating the pace of this fight. And this is 500 jabs, I recall, a sense right here.
He's still alive in there. Oh, yeah.
Sometimes the jab puts you out of position, even if
Another fight against Gary Russell Jr.
Good activity. Yeah, we're lucky to look up quickly. Yes,
Losing his title to the undefeated Josh Warrington earlier today. It's Box shotting. Diaz will get to establish the jab. Diaz continues to.
it's making this exciting. But again, just like how we move around a little bit more, landing more effectively.
had pressure heads in there.
Russell proving to be too much for Diaz out.
Yeah, and you know, what happened in this fight, and you see the
position. He's holding his ground on the combinations, but he's not punching back.
The minutes close to 40% when he threw, but Russell was so much busier.
We have a unanimous decision. Here the score total: 117 to 111. Russell Jr.
26-pound belt holder Gary